What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. All right, guys. So the event's over finally. No more, no more of these bosses, which is actually kind of refreshing, to be honest. Having a little bit of downtime. There are some things to be doing, obviously, in this game right now. If you are waiting for the new units to drop, and that's actually what I want to talk about today. Real quick is the new units. Now, I know a lot of us, all of us, content creators, as a matter of fact, have said it's most likely going to be, and I say most likely because we're not 100% sure. Again, we know what the data mine says. But these units are in there, but we're not sure what the actual release pattern is going to be. But one thing I will say is this. It is going to be a summer unit and a thunder unit that we were told. And the summer unit most likely will be Summer Ibuki. I don't see it being Summer Yun. I mean, could be. Who knows? But I think Summer Ibuki is probably a safer bet. Now, I do want to say this. A lot of people are still looking at the CN version and comparing to what they think global should be. Now, that's a little bit of a dangerous thing to do. I think at this point in time, we're all fully aware that the CN version and this version don't map as well, right? So I'm going to give you guys my take on this, and I want to hear what your thoughts are on it, okay? So first off, I think in terms of... Sorry, how many of these do I have now? In terms of what's dropping, so I still think Summer Ibuki, and I still think Mummy Doll Sim. I haven't strayed from that thought pattern yet. So today on Twitter, we should hopefully get the silhouettes for at least one of the units, if not both. So I'll cover that when it does come out. The factions, though, that's where I think it's going to get a little bit tricky. I don't see Summer Ibuki being legendary. Okay, I do see them both being in the mall for sure under the fight mall here. You're probably going to get something like this for both units where you can purchase. Look how tall he is, Frank. Where you can purchase it. And I'm probably going to be going with a master unit for Summer Ibuki. I think she's going to get the same treatment as Trendy Cammy did. And I know a lot of people were up in arms about Trendy Cammy being a non-legendary because she was legendary in the other games. And I think that Mummy Doll Sim will probably get the Thunder faction treatment. Now, they could swap that around, right? But I don't think that's going to be the case. So keep that in mind. We're not going to get back-to-back legendaries. Now the question is, why won't we get back-to-back legendaries, right? A lot of people are like, well, wouldn't they make more money if more people bought it? But here's the problem with that train of thought, right? Is that their actual legendaries don't sell that well in global. Like, they sell well enough, but they're not making enough money, or to them, they're not making enough money to justify doing another legendary. So what they're most likely going to be doing is they're going to be doing a master unit for Summer Ibuki and then selling that and hoping that people will spend money on div tickets and purchasing that. Now they'll make obviously way more money, and that to them is going to be a better business move. I don't think it is personally, but obviously their numbers don't lie. So that's the pattern they're going to take. Now, do I think that's a good way to approach business? I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I think that whenever the devs make changes like this, where it's like they're looking for a quick buck, it's not really a smart business move because you're not having player retention, right? What you're doing is you're creating what I like to call whale traps, and then you're hoping that the people who are whales will spend quickly, and then you'll exhaust them. And I always say this: you're going to exhaust your whales, and it's going to cause the game to plateau because those whales either quit and because it's not sustainable, or people just don't buy it anymore because they're like, you know what, I have good enough units already. The way I see this in terms of the business approach and what I would be doing personally if I were them is I would create enough free-to-play units to be available, like factional units to be available, and then give whales a month break. You know what I mean? Like, give them a month break to recoup some of those funds so they can actually go into a character and be like, you know what, I'm good now. I have some more money I can spend on this character that they really want. Because at the end of the day, what a lot of whales are doing now is even if the character's OP, what they care about most is this limit break section, right? Because if they don't have a triple S unit, or if they miss out on a triple S unit, they don't get the extra 5 levels. And to keep them competitive with the rest of the whales, a lot of whales are now buying just to make sure they can level cap. And that's unfortunately a sad reality here, is that some whales don't even want to spend money anymore, but they feel forced, and I feel really bad about that people feel that way. And I know you guys are going to be like, well, that's stupid of them. Why would they feel forced? Well, it's a mentality thing, right? When you're competitive like that, it's hard to get out of the competitive mindset, right? So you have to think, you have to get into a mind of somebody who likes to spend to stay competitive. It's like anything else. So keep that in mind, guys. For those who are expecting her to be anything other than a master unit or Infernal, I don't think they'll do Infernal, because if we look back here real quick, right? The last few releases have been all Infernals, right? Let me go to the gallery. Like the last few releases we've had have been Sagat, Iryu, and Virgil. So all Infernal units. Has anything else come in between then? No. And I think we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So absolutely adding another master. They're always evening them out, right? Keep that in mind. So yeah, I think at this point, if you are looking for anything other than master, unfortunately, you're going to be in a sad state today for Summer Ibuki at least, or whatever summer unit comes out. But at least with that being said, we are getting a factional unit that's finally anything other than a support. If you don't know what Mummy Dalsum is, he's an AoE poison unit. I think he does quite a bit of damage. Actually, one of the best damage dealers for AoE in the game, and dots. So look forward to that at least for once, because all the factional units that have come out have all been support. We have S Poison, we have S Yang. Two of the Street Poison and Street Yang, Summer Yang have been the only two units I believe that are factional that have come out, and they're all support units. So it's going to be nice for the devs to release an actual DPS for once. That's absolutely lacking for Thunder, right? Because we've talked about this many times. The best Thunder unit for damage right now on pure damage is M. Ryu. The most utility is going to be Poison. She's actually pretty incredible, to be honest. But they really do need a baseline AoE damage dealing unit that's not Poison, and a single target unit that's not M. Ryu. So they're at least giving us that AoE unit that's badly needed for Thunder. Again, they could swap it, and it could be Mummy Dalsim that's master, and that would really, I think that would be a big mistake personally. But you never know what the devs are gonna do, right? And that's kind of part of the issue of the game here, is we never understand their mentality. Also, I want to point this out real quick. I've done 150 summons, maybe 153 today. As of today, I've been counting. 153 summons on Virgil on my free-to-play account because I was hoarding tickets. And quite honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, this Wish Roulette, I've landed on this almost 7 times in the last 3 days. So I've had a lot of tickets from this alone. So this has been a very, very good event for me. On my main account, I've landed 0 times on it, but I'm saving on that one account. I think I have like 74, 75 saved on that one just for the next unit. But I have got 153 tickets. And I've got no Virgil. That's so for those people who are wondering how close are we to the pity, we're pretty damn close. And at this point, because of how soon he's ending, I don't see myself getting it. I've been purchasing this every day just to see if I can pull him, and I have yet to pull him. And at this point, I just want the character because he's such a badass character. He's a really cool, even as an A unit, I still want him, right? And I've said this before, where I'm afraid that down the line, we're going to get an event where he's going to be required somewhere, and I don't want to miss the reward, and also not just have him, right? So before I was get all your, put all your tickets into your main Street Fighter units, and I still believe that's the main goal, but I still think getting an A unit for everybody is important now. After seeing this event, and I made a video on this, about how this event required a lot of units from the past that were collab units or legendary units that obviously you're not going to have as free to play. But just so you don't miss out on big rewards in the future. Who knows what they plan to do, right? It's now becoming that kind of a trend. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk real quick about the units, what to expect. When they do drop on Twitter, I will be covering it. Hopefully we're right about the units. We could be wrong and completely misled here, but I doubt that's the case. So expect a Master, expect a Thunder, and I'm continuing to be expecting to be shafted on these summons before Virgil's done. All right, guys, it's Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See you soon. Oh, and by the way, Chun-Li, the crochet Chun-Li, still going. It's $50 Canadian, and then shipping you'll have to handle yourself. I think it's like $18 worth of shipping. My wife will also be creating a Ryu very soon, so there'll be a Chun-Li and a Ryu up for sale. Chun-Li almost spoken for already, so if you're still interested, let me know. The person has not confirmed, and this can be shipped to you with a personal thank you note from me. Anyways, this is Payne. Talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.